We're good. Shelvian, what's going on, man?
I'm very fine. I'm just trying to get some coffee um, set up, but we could be talking while I'm moving, no problem. I'm paying attention. I have my book here and a pen, so I'm just by the kitchen trying to put some coffee on. Um, but it's all right. I'm listening to you. I'm giving you complete attention.
Gotcha. So yeah, we had a discovery call yesterday, 2 hour
Yes, sir.
discovery call.
Yes,
And
sir.
I just want to get into how that has affected you from yesterday and today. And so people know what it's like to have that coaching call. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. I just want you to
Mm-hmm.
be completely honest, no bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
just be completely you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, what was your life and business like before you met me?
Um, I have some ideas, uh, but then I had some ideas, but I then needed uh, more ideas to zoom in, to fine tune my ideas so that my ideas would produce. Um, Before then, actually, before our meeting, there were a lot of things that I was ignorant of. Actually, during the meeting were the questions that you were asking. Um, I believe that um, I've actually had some of the questions asked, and the questions were actually soul searching questions, questions that bring out what is on the inside, not just questions that will just, they are questions that require deep thought to answer. So when you started asking those questions, I was actually blessed by them because it kind of made me know exactly uh, you know, um, what I have not actually looked at before in the sense of narrowing down, narrowing down in knowing whether I know my business or not. So those questions actually came out quite good. They brought out so much in me. It was after we finished the meeting that I sat down and started asking myself, some questions also. So that I think the blessing of the meeting was kind of digging deep without any bullshit, just as you said, digging deep into the soul to find out, um, how can I be able to move from where I was to where I would be, or where I am to where I would be. So there are questions that bring transformation. Because if I could work with what you did yesterday, the questions you asked and my answers, if I could zero in on them and work them out, then definitely speaking, success would be my portion. So at the end of the day, I think it was an excellent session, and it is a coaching session that everyone who really wants to achieve success should get into. Sincerely speaking, it was a blessing to me yesterday.
Okay. And what was a specific, concrete problem you were facing in your life or business?
Um, the problem actually is, let me put it this way: I know that I am to bless people. I know how to bless people. I know how to do so many other things like that. But my major problem is actually, um, getting to, how do I put it this way? My major problems, okay, I know what to do, but why wasn't I doing that? What are the obstacles to my success? And in the questions we were asking yesterday, what were they? Are they internal fears? Are they what exactly? Why am I not performing as I should? So my own problems is that I know some things, but I discover that there are a lot of things missing because if I had no problems at all, then I would have been succeeding by now. So there are obstacles here and there that needed to be removed, and I think that is it. So the coaching section is very important. It's like somebody is an athlete and he needs to play maybe a game of basketball. He needs a coach. It's not that he does not have some ideas, but the coach brings out the best that is in him. So that is exactly what I noticed we were doing yesterday and today. You are like that coach, trying to bring out the best that is in me, and that's a beautiful thing.
Got you. And I know we worked on a lot of different aspects and reflected on a lot of different aspects of your life, but how did I help you specifically?
You helped me specifically by your questions. Your questions brought out in me. Your questions kind of make me know whether I'm on the right path or not. And to me, that is very important, because if I could not answer your questions, then it means I have to get back again to the drawing board and see whether I know exactly what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, your questions brought out to me specifically that yes, I know where I'm heading to, but I need someone to guide me.
Okay. And we just had the coaching session yesterday, but tell me, like, what results have you had in your life since just yesterday, if any?
Okay. Like most of the results that I would say I've gotten yesterday, because between yesterday and today, I had to move house. I'm trying to move into a new apartment completely. So I got busy working throughout yesterday when I was not able to actually sit down and do much. But internally and in my meditations, I think I've been able to speak to myself based on our discussion. And I've been able to, that's why when you said initially I did not even understand what you were talking about. 1 out of 10. How do I rate myself and so on and so forth? And I rated myself on 7, but by the time you brought out maybe I think yesterday there was a little distraction because the person that I was staying with had to go to the office, and he wanted to say some things to me, and there was a little distraction, and then the phone went out. So, but one of the things I discovered as a person is that your questions were just, I think basically the questions, you see, I've never seen somebody ask, deep questions. People have asked me questions like this. Maybe I've never been to a coaching session like this before, but the questions were just wonderful for me. They brought out in me, from my answers, it looks as if from my answers, I could form a decision. And out of the 10, I was thinking of 7, but then 7 is not enough if somebody is going to get the kind of results that it's looking for. It has to be a 10. So when you now said 10 is it's like if you don't have it, you die. And then 1 is like, okay, let's shift it till next year. So that on its own really gave me the understanding of those who succeed and those who fail. I discovered that in order to succeed, it has to be a 10. And then I had a soul-searching kind of moment where I asked myself and I said, is it going to be a 10 or is it going to be a 1? And I concluded that the only way forward is that it has to be a 10. I don't know what the 10 will take. I don't know what it means, but I think that is the key to success, where obstacles are not allowed to stand in your way. So to me, I think that was wonderful.
Okay.
That was wonderful.
So it really had a deep impact internally. Is there any other areas internally that have been affected as a result from going through the coaching session with me?
Yeah, just as I said, uh, one of the best ways of actually coaching to me from our discussion is that it has to do with the questions, um, because you are where you are and I'm here, so we're not even together in the same studio. But then you are able to bring me to such a level that I could be able to see myself. You know, it's like a discovery session as well as a coaching session to me. I know that I know some things. It's true, but the way you organized the thoughts, the way you organized the question, brought out, it's like you brought out so much in me to zero in on what exactly I wanted to do, what my business is, and you kept repeating the questions in such a way that I couldn't dodge the questions. Rather, I had to answer. And by answering the questions, so much has been revealed. And when you wanted to conclude, before you concluded, you brought me back again to kind of look at exactly what I said, and then you made me them. Then I would pause for about 10 minutes and so on. To me, that was quite revealing. And that was something else. Based on that, I was able to actually sit down, meditate on those things, and I think if I focus on those things, definitely, it won't be long. Success will be my portion.
Okay. So, tell me, what, from you having that experience, what would be the cost of not working with me or not having worked with me?
Having that kind of experience and not working with you will not be to my advantage. That's true. I don't know. Just as I said, having this kind. I've never had a coaching session. What I had in my mind when I started, befriending people like you, what I had in my mind was partnership. And I have a few other guys that were partners in terms of the technical know-how. People like so that I'll be able to monetize and get my books out. I've been able to have a lot of friends. Was looking for before I met you actually was partnership. To partner with people that are smart, partner with people that know a little bit much more than me. Because in our class, we are taught that look for people that know a little bit more than you. Look for people, befriend people who will add to you and not subtract necessarily from you. Look for people that get your mind going, get your emotions up. People that are ready to succeed in their lives and not wasting their time, and then befriend them. In fact, the statement is that if you have four poor friends, you are the fifth, and if you have four smart friends, that you are the fifth. So make sure that you surround yourself with men and women who know where they are going. So it is part of that test of searching for, and surrounding yourself with good people that drove me into you in the first place. Because I started, looking for friends. I started checking the internet. I would, when I see any person, I check his background. I check, Facebook is a beautiful platform. So if I feel that this person would be a blessing, is the kind of person that I really want in my life, okay, I befriend the person or I ask for a friend's request. So I knew what I was looking for in terms of partnership, but I got much more than what I was looking for, in the sense that I got the kind of coaching or the kind of interaction that we had. So to me, I think it's it will not be right, because I mean, for me to stop where I'm at, it's good for me to continue with you until I'm able to, get to a conclusion. I mean, until I'm able to succeed in that which I desire. So everyone that I meet is coming in a different way. That's what I discover. Some are coming in the technical aspect to help me out. Others are coming in other aspects. Others are just friends that I just talk to. But in your own case, you are coming in as somebody who is bringing in the best that is in me in terms of coaching. And I think I appreciate that, and I would like to continue with that.
Okay. And what would you say to someone who's considering working with me to improve their life?
I would say that they found the right guy. But it depends on them, because people are different. And there are people that, just want to deceive themselves. And there are people that are serious about life. But anybody that is serious about life and gets into your kind of coaching, sincerely speaking, has found somebody who will be able to guide him through. I don't know about people. People are different. Some people, even when they see value, they don't value it. But sincerely speaking, anyone that is looking for value in his life and gets in touch with your kind of session and your kind of coaching has found, someone who will be able to guide him to success. Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything else that you want people at home to know?
People at home explain further, sir. Explain people at home. What do you mean by that?
Anybody watching?
Okay. Anybody watching? I want them to know that the distance between failure and success is not all that far. It has to do with transformation. It has to do with transformation. I like them to understand that we've left the realm of information to the realm of transformation. You can get it anywhere. The libraries, books out there, the internet is full of information. So you can get information anywhere. But transformation is the kind of change that takes place in you, from where you are, becoming the kind of person that you need to be in order to get the kind of success that you want to get. That is transformation. What we need today is not just information, but transformation. It is transformation that makes the student to become an expert. It is transformation that puts money in your hands, even in your business. Common information is good because you have to be informed to be transformed. But I tell you that transformation is what we need. And your kind of coaching is a coaching that produces transformation. That's the way I look at it. It produces transformation because you bring someone to a position whereby he has to know exactly what he wants to achieve in life. And then you give him that required push to achieve that. So for those that are listening, what you need is transformation, and you will need a man like Dakota who will be able to do that for you. And sometimes we look at coaching as if it's expensive, but in the real sense of it, it is not, because where would you be without people like that will be able to push you forward? Most of the athletes I have seen today that excel, whether it is in sports or in other things, they have people by their side that talk to them, people that actually bring out the best in them. So I think it's good. One of the things I also learned in our discussion is that somebody needs someone that will coach him, somebody that you have to be accountable for your actions. You have to be accountable, and coaching is, coming into that level of accountability that produces the best in you. And at the end of the day, you are the one to actually achieve more, because by the time you succeed and you look back, you'll be happy that you are actually a success and not a failure. So for those that are listening, I think just find someone relate with people, because relationship is key. Relate with people, and be sincere with yourself, open up, and you'll receive the kind of help that you're looking for. And at the end of the day, as I said, you'll be able to succeed and you'll be happy for it. So it is a kind of win-win thing, but you are the one that will win if you have somebody to guide and to coach you and to put you through. So for those watching at home, I think if you have such an opportunity, you should avail yourself to such opportunities and make good use of them. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you for sharing your story, and definitely grateful, and I'm sure that it's gonna help me help others that are just like you when they hear your story and your experience.
Yes, sir.